conversation is filled with. Every conversation is filled with information. Not because people constantly reveal the truth, but because the human mind leaves patterns, tiny shifts, brief pauses, automatic reactions that appear before conscious thought catches up. The dangerous part is believing those signals always mean the same thing, because they don't. Tonight, we'll explore 5 psychological signals that can reveal far more than most people notice. Not to manipulate people, but to observe them with greater clarity. Most people fear silence, not because silence is loud, but because the brain dislikes uncertainty. When a conversation suddenly becomes quiet, the mind immediately begins searching for closure. Psychologists have long understood that uncomfortable silence can encourage people to continue speaking voluntarily, not because silence has magical powers, but because many people naturally try to reduce social tension. Sometimes they clarify. Sometimes they add details they hadn't planned to mention. Sometimes they simply repeat themselves in a different way. Notice something important. Silence does not reveal whether someone is lying. It reveals how they respond to uncertainty. Some people become thoughtful. Others become nervous. Some laugh. Others change the subject entirely. Each response reflects personality, confidence, culture, and the situation, not a hidden truth. The lesson isn't to use silence as a weapon. It's to resist the urge to fill every pause, because people often reveal more when they believe they have room to think. There is a powerful psychological phenomenon. People often become more open when they feel genuinely understood. This isn't about fake compliments or pretending to agree. It's about validation. Validation simply means acknowledging another person's perspective without necessarily accepting it as correct. Imagine someone says, "I've been under enormous pressure lately." A dismissive response creates distance. But a simple statement like, "That sounds exhausting," can lower defensiveness. Behavioral researchers have found that feeling heard can reduce emotional tension and encourage more open communication. Notice, validation is not agreement. You can understand someone's emotions without sharing their conclusions. People frequently mistake this signal. They assume openness equals honesty. It doesn't. Someone can feel comfortable and still be mistaken or hiding something. Comfort and truth are not the same thing. Long before we choose our words, our attention is already moving. Humans naturally orient toward what matters. A sudden noise, a familiar face, a phone vibrating, a door opening behind us. These shifts happen quickly, often automatically. Psychologists study attention because it reflects priorities, not certainty. Someone repeatedly looking toward the exit may be anxious, or simply late for another meeting. Someone glancing at their phone may be distracted or expecting important news. The mistake is believing one signal tells the entire story. Real observation is never about one clue. It is about patterns, repeated over time across different situations. The mind loves shortcuts. Reality rarely does. In psychology, there is a well-known phenomenon called the foot in the door effect. Researchers found that people who agree to a small request may be somewhat more likely to agree to a larger, related request later. Why? Part of the explanation involves consistency. Many people prefer their actions to align with how they see themselves. If they think, I am someone who helps, future helping behaviors may feel more natural. But here's what popular media often gets wrong. This is not mind control. The effect varies depending on the situation, the relationship, and the individual. People decline requests all the time. The lesson isn't how to pressure others. It's how gradual commitment can shape decisions, including our own. Every habit, every routine, every identity often begins with one small action. Human emotions are surprisingly contagious. Researchers sometimes describe this as emotional contagion. Without realizing it, people naturally synchronize their posture, their speech rhythm, even their facial expressions. When someone smiles sincerely, others often smile back. When anxiety spreads through a crowd, the entire atmosphere changes. This synchronization doesn't prove friendship. It doesn't prove honesty. But it often reflects connection. Our brains constantly adapt to the emotional environment around us. Understanding this can make us better listeners, better leaders, better friends, because emotions travel, whether we intend them to or not. Perhaps the greatest psychological signal isn't found in someone else. It's found in ourselves. The assumptions we make, the stories we invent, the certainty we feel after seeing only a fraction of the picture.